I was taken with Lord Louis Bu's strength. I fought on battlefield after battlefield, hoping I might die a warrior's death at his side. An honor Lord Cao Cao denied me. I hear that it was you who pleaded for my life. What did I do to deserve such cruelty?
The loss of a warrior such as yourself would be a loss to the entire realm, and you will never master true strength after death. It is a goal reached only through life.
Lord Zhenliao, there you are.
Lord Shu Huang.
I had heard that you would serve Lord Xiao Cao, so I came to give you my greetings. I don't believe we've had a chance to speak in peace since I served under Lord Li Jue in Chang'an.
You were in a situation similar to my own, were you not? Lord Shu Huang, if I may ask, how do you serve two lords without any qualms?
Saying I have no qualms would be a lie, but so would denying my wish to pursue my path as a warrior. Even as an enemy, I was astounded by how you fought in Xiaopei. Fighting beside you would truly be a blessing. I can only hope that I may follow in your footsteps as a great warrior. Lord Guan Yu, Lord Zhenliao, I ask you both for your guidance.
So you would follow me just as I followed Lord Louis Bu? Lord Guan Yu, allow me to thank you for asking that my life be spared. For if I had died in Xiaopei, I would not have had the chance to meet a warrior like Lord Shu Huang again.
No thanks are necessary.
What say, the three of us spar to commemorate our gathering here?
A fine idea.
You'll hear no complaint from me. After all, a warrior speaks not with their words, but with their blade.
Lord Zuluan has a discerning eye. He's just so cool.
Louis Bu has been defeated, and Yuan Shu's power is waning. Clearly, this leaves Yuan Shao in Ji Province as our greatest threat.
It's said that he has finally prevailed over Geng Sung Zun, and so now controls all 4 of Hebei's provinces. That makes his faction the most powerful in the land. There is no doubt what he will seek to do next.
Gain control over the Emperor.
We have also been preparing for a final confrontation, but we are hopelessly outmatched. If we make one false move, they'll overwhelm us with their superior numbers.
Oh? I wouldn't have expected that from you. Saying that we will be overwhelmed if we make a false move suggests that you believe we have a chance of winning.
Lord Goja.
I agree with you. No matter how strong Yuan Shao may be, there is a road to victory.
I'm glad you think so, but could you explain what that road is?
Essentially, it comes down to the difference between Lord Cao Cao and Yuan Shao. Yuan Shao insists on finding the ideal solutions to problems, and so he is overly cautious. Of course, that can also be a good thing. In times of peace, it might make him a wise ruler. But in these chaotic times, I believe decisiveness is more valuable than prudence. And most crucial of all, Yuan Shao is known to disfavor those who point out his weaknesses. A flaw like that in someone leading such a vast army is bound to create discord.
A fair point. So, are you suggesting he isn't worth worrying about?
I wouldn't go that far, but I do believe there is a more dangerous enemy out there.
You mean Liu Bei?
Lord Cao Cao has a fondness for him, so I shall say no more.
What is Liu Bei like? You were with him for a long time. I'd like to know more about him. So all the stories say. But it is folly to help anyone and everyone. A man with no backbone is unworthy of our trust. Cao Cao seems to think Liu Bei is capable of great things. If he is indeed comparable to Cao Cao, then we must crush him before he gains strength. And if he becomes a heartless monster like Lu Bu, all the more reason to destroy him. Frankly speaking, no. I have to assume that he may be planning something. I heard that while he and Cao Cao dined together the other day, a crash of thunder took him by such surprise that he dropped his chopsticks. And this man is meant to be destined for greatness. Of course I would be suspicious. But at least I now know that you think highly of him. I suppose I'll have to decide his worth for myself.
Nothing has changed since Dong Zhuo's rule. Just what is Cao Cao thinking? Treating His Majesty like this?
Well, he is the one with full control over the court. To him, the Emperor is a mere puppet. His Majesty might not speak ill of him in front of us, but surely he must be displeased.
Or perhaps he is afraid because he is unable to discern Cao Cao's intentions.
Have some respect. His Majesty would never fear a charlatan like him.
Well, I am certain our dear Emperor is pained at all the tyrannical deeds committed in his name. Perhaps we should have forgone Cao Cao and entrusted someone with more prestige, like Yuan Shao.
Ah, but I hear that Liu Bei might also be worthy.
Ah, well met. On patrol, I presume?
It has grown late. Perhaps it would be wise to leave the patrols to the troops and rest.
Speaking of which, we shall do the same. We bid you good night.
Lord Zuluan has a discerning eye.
Are you certain, Lord Cao Cao?
I urge you to wait. Giving Liu Bei an army to command is akin to letting a sleeping dragon roam free. The danger cannot be ignored.
Yes, Liu Bei is a dangerous man. Once he gains strength, he will eventually come to stand in our way. And that is precisely why we cannot leave him in Shu City.
Do you mean...
There is a rumor going around. Unsubstantiated, but troubling.
Now I see. Thank you for the report.
Sir!
Ah, what perfect timing. There is something I wanted you to hear before anyone else. It appears there is a plan in motion to assassinate Lord Cao Cao.
Strength invariably arouses spite. We merely need to know in whom. It appears this plan is coming together under the name of His Majesty.
The threat is too serious to ignore. I managed to capture and interrogate a few of the schemers. And they all named Liu Bei as a collaborator.
I know it must be difficult to believe, especially given how close you two are. But that means that you, of all people, should know what Liu Bei is like. He cannot help but respond to the cries of those in need. And given your reaction, it seems we were right. You are not part of their plot. Do forgive us for testing your loyalty in such a way. We're all glad your name has been cleared.
Whether intentional or not, Liu Bei has long been plagued by unsettling rumors. And now this. Lord Cao Cao dismissed Liu Bei under the guise of defeating Yuan Shu.
I am sure Liu Bei has realized as much. It is unlikely he will return to Shu. And so our war with him will begin. This may be difficult for you, but we ask that you be ready.
So, Liu Bei has chosen Shi province. Yuan Shu of Shouchen has already fallen. Then our next opponent will be either Yuan Shao or Liu Bei.
We should focus on defeating Yuan Shao and gaining control of Hubei. Before we battle Yuan Shao, I would advise first reining in Liu Bei.
Liu Bei's forces are small, which makes them quick. While Yuan Shao has your focus, he may strike you from behind. Containing Liu Bei before a battle with Yuan Shao is a viable strategy, especially if we wish to weed out uncertainty.
Then we will attack Xiaopei to shake Liu Bei from his seat. I trust you all to see to it that the castle is taken.
What does peace even look like? I sure don't know.
Lords Guan Yu and Jiang Fei.
The castle's imposing. Let's begin.
Yes. I agree.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
Victory on the battlefield is worth any cost.
Now go. Conquer Xiaopei and seize Liu Bei's stronghold. The expedient. Have no mercy. And open.
The castle gate will be guarded by the infamous Guan Yu. Breaking through will not be easy. I must advise you not to face him head-on.
Xiaopei Castle
enemy
is surrounded
officer
by rivers.
has been defeated.
Liu Bei's forces will likely be wary of any attempts to flood it. So, let's test that theory first.
Start the advance!
The enemy is targeting the floodgates.
The enemy
I
officer
cannot leave my post
has been defeated.
Liu Bei's family is within the castle walls after all. I will just have to believe our allies can handle it themselves.
The floodgates are heavily defended. The enemy must fear them being used in an attack.
Such unyielding spirit.
A formidable foe. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Behind me lies Liu Bei's home. I shall allow none of you to set foot inside.
Things were looking pretty dicey there. Last thing I want is a repeat of that.
Sorry to have kept you waiting, Guan Yu. I've managed to get some reinforcements from Lord Yuan Shao.
Good eye. The enemy officer
We caught them
has been defeated.
Now we can strike back against Cao Cao. Forward march!
Liu Bei! Zhang Fei! My brothers! Now it's time for a counterattack!
I cannot even fathom how I might bring him down. It's far beyond my capabilities.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Guan Yu. Remarkable on the battlefield as always.
Good. He's here too. This is the moment we've been waiting for. Now, let's begin our attack on Liu Bei.
Charge forward.
So my brother was the target all along.
The floodgates, or Liu Bei, Guan Yu will surely be torn. Bringing either to the brink of destruction, we can force him to decide. This will draw Guan Yu away from the castle gates.
The enemy officer
Such a cunning plan.
has been defeated.
We can use their oath of brotherhood against them.
How's this?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Fall back.
Very good. Get that going.
Well done! I think
The enemy officer has been defeated.
If the floodgates are taken, the castle will be bound to fall. The defense of the castle is in your hands. I will lead a sortie to drive the enemy back from the floodgates. Advance now! I will not allow your plans to come to fruition. By my own blade, I will cut down anyone who dares attack.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Good. It worked. Now is our chance to take Xiaopei Castle.
Take this! The enemy officer
Must find a way
has been
to
defeated.
overcome this situation.
Things may not end well for us at this rate.
This is an interesting surprise. Let's find out how much you've learned.
Needing your aid, all due to my own incompetence. I can think of a little more pathetic.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Disappointed. I did not think it would come to this.
The enemy resistance is futile.
Has been defeated.
I'm starting to get fatigued at this rate.
Yes, the resistance is futile.
Take this! Take this! None can break me!
I am ready.
How about this?
I am ready.
Hold my power!
I am ready.
I leave the rest up to you.
Take this!
What a predicament.
Even so, I shall not abandon hope. You're mine!
I believe in it's no easy thing
Every victory
to
serves
defy
to make me
Lord
that
Cao
much
Cao.
stronger.
We must flee, regroup, and gather our strength. Forgive me. Fuck you.
Time to act.
This territory can't take it out of this.
We'll finish this another day. Let's go.
I place my trust in my sworn brothers. Now, whatever is necessary.
I will do as Lord Guan Yu ordered, even if it means my death. Not a single foe shall enter these walls.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I'm making my way up.
We are making progress. Our hard work is paying off.
This is the fate of all who oppose me.
The enemy is within the castle walls? Does this mean Lord Guan Yu was defeated?
Our foe is wavering. This is our chance to renew the assault on the castle.
The enemy officer has been
This is the
defeated.
best they can offer. We'll soon prevail.
Reporting! Cao Cao's forces are inside Xiaopei Castle! Let's go. Lord Guan Yu, you must return to the castle!
So the attack at the floodgates was a diversion. I cannot allow this. I must return to the castle quickly.
Time to act.
It appears they've noticed our subterfuge. Hurry. Take control of the castle.
All my might!
Is the castle still ours? Hang on, brave defenders. I'm coming to protect us.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Sure know how to fight.
You are very skilled. It is a true honor for me to be able to fight alongside you.
Drawn away by diversion, leaving the enemy free to attack. What a fool I've been.
An open
But by this blade, I shall make amends for my blunder.
Even the mightiest grow tired at some point. Now is the time to act, while Guan Yu is on the back foot.
officer has been defeated. Let's go.
We must find a way to overcome this situation. Needing your aid, all due to my own incompetence, I can think of little more pathetic.
This I shall put an end to you with my intellect.
I am ready.
My sworn brother entrusted me with the castle's defense. And so I will fight to my dying breath, even if I am the last man standing.
Be going! On the tables! Concentrate! Take this!
Continue working hard to set a good example for everyone else.
I shall not fall. I shall not bend the knee. I will stand on this land I have sworn to defend.
Take this! Hunter Jack! Our enemies fell to my incredible might! Protect us! Looking rough. An opening! Let's end this.
No! I cannot give up! You fight well, but I will not give up. You hear me? Not while my blade is unbroken. Not while life still flickers within me.
Such spirit.
Lord Guan Yu! The castle has already fallen. Surrender at once!
Never! I shall fight to my last breath!
You would dishonor yourself out of stubborn pride, breaking your vow to your sworn brothers that you would die together, defying your duty to protect that which Liu Bei entrusted to you. Would your honor truly allow that?
I need 3 promises from you. I will surrender to the Emperor, not to Lord Cao Cao. no harm shall come to the family of Liu Bei. And the moment I find my brothers, I shall run to their side.
You have my word. I shall convey your wishes to...
I accept those terms. How outstanding to have a renowned hero such as you on our side. May our acquaintance be long and fruitful.
So, Yuan Shao's forces remain inert.
Not that they had a choice in the matter. Yuan Shao is afraid of making mistakes. For that reason, he will always try to make the safe choice, leaving him unable to act upon the sudden changes of war.
Making the safe choice isn't always a bad thing, but it's hardly a strategy befitting the times. Being able to move quickly at the expense of some griping is by far the wiser choice.
Yuan Shao's lordly decision to always pursue the best option is both his strength and his weakness. Using that weakness to our advantage may allow us to decimate his massive army. That should be enough for now. Let us return to you so that we can prepare for what is to come.
More and more people are losing their families.
What does peace even
Lord Zuluan has a discerning eye.
I see Cao Cao's old habits are back in force. He's been trying this way and that to bring Guan Yu under his command. They say he's given him all sorts of treasures, even the fabled red hair. It's the horse that Louis Bu rode. Ferocious and strong. Said to run 1,000 li in a day. And Cao Cao gave it to Guan Yu, an officer who surrendered to him. I doubt Guan Yu would change allegiances over mere flattery. And if I'm right, the enemy just gained another weapon. I just hope it doesn't come back to haunt us later.
What perfect timing. Lord Cao Cao has called for you. We must hurry.
I have a question. Were you close to Guan Yu? Oh, I see. Guan Yu is a man of integrity. I imagine he will want to return to Liu Bei's side. But it would be a shame if such talent were lost along with Liu Bei's life. If possible, I would like him to join my forces. I had hoped that if you knew him well, you might be able to think of a way to win him over. So even you cannot think of a way to bring him over to our side. If he wishes to return to Liu Bei no matter what, then perhaps we must make sure that is no longer an option. Before anything else, I want to know what Guan Yu is thinking. The moment our army has a chance to rest, I'd like you to find that out for me.
What? You're asking if I want to continue serving Lord Cao Cao? Certainly. He has been incredibly generous and has treated Liu Bei's family well. That is a debt I must repay in full before I leave. But I do not intend to stay here long. I will leave as soon as I know where my brother has gone. I, Guan Yu, will stand with Liu Bei until my death. That is an oath I will not break. Why? I haven't explained it to you, have I? Liu Bei is weaker than Lord Cao Cao. A cause for concern in some ways, I admit. Whenever he sees others suffering or in misery, he is driven to help them, heedless of logic. Because of that, we, and Liu Bei himself, have had to endure countless hardships. Some may see that as foolishness. Others may jeer, calling it a lack of principle. But Liu Bei knows the suffering of the people. He knows the cries of the destitute, who lack the power to act. I believe that is the quality necessary to bring an end to these times of war. Forgive my prattle, but those are my thoughts in full. I presume you came here at Lord Cao Cao's behest to see where I stand. If you would, please tell him that I am sorry.
Lord Guan Yu, I hear that Lord Liu Bei is still missing. I cannot imagine how that must feel. But I am happy that I could fight alongside you once more. And I say that in earnest.
I cannot thank you enough for saving my life and the lives of my brother's family.
No need. The loss of a warrior such as yourself would be a loss to the entire realm. You said the same to me once.
Zheng Liao.
I echo that sentiment. Lord Guan Yu, you are worthy of our respect, and I am glad we could speak once more.
Lord Shi Huang.
My training with you was my salvation when I lost my way. At the risk of sounding presumptuous, I hope our presence here eases your suffering even a little.
Aye. We may have different reasons and circumstances, but we are all warriors climbing the same peak. If we train and continue to better our minds and bodies, the path may one day present itself.
I am beyond grateful to both of you. Let us spar, that I may reforge my wavering mind.
Nothing would bring me more joy.
Yuan Shao's forces gathered around Baima greatly outnumber our own. They must be trying to quash our potential strategies with sheer numbers.
Be that as it may, any commander who would lead such a massive army is bound to let his hubris get the better of them. We must discover and strike at where they have been negligent. The question is how?
Send a small force to ambush them? No. It would be but a momentary diversion against an army that large. Though if we can separate their forces, we may be able to take them down one group at a time.
Separate them how? I doubt Yuan Shao would be easily fooled.
If one wants to catch a catfish sleeping at the bottom of a pond, one must use valuable bait.
Bait?
Very well. I will join the assault. Then even Yuan Shao will panic and send his army.
Even with such an eminent family, Yuan Shao...
Let's begin.
Yes.
Got it.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Listen.
Victory on the battlefield is worth any cost.
Now go. I will act as bait and lure away their main force. You take a detached force to drive through the gap and relieve Baima Castle.
Those are Cao Cao's forces, headed for Baima Castle. I have to warn Lord Yin Liang.
If they inform the main force of our position, we will lose the advantage of surprise. Quickly, pursue them!
We will keep the enemy at bay. You must hurry to Lord Yenliang's side. March forward!
We have received word that Cao Cao himself is headed for Yanjin. We cannot let this opportunity go to waste. We shall send our troops to target him. We march at once!
All my might.
Did I think
the enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go.
It appears we have evaded detection by the enemy for now. We will continue our advance swiftly and silently.
Lord Cao Cao's renown makes him an excellent decoy.
The enemy officer.
Just look at the size of the force they've sent after him. With this many of their soldiers here, Baima should be relatively unguarded. Our task is to do all that we can to protect Lord Cao Cao.
Their numbers matter not, for I will never falter. With enough wisdom and courage, there is always a path to victory. Begin advancing!
Choosing solitude on the battlefield. You must be good. Let us fight!
The ambush is about to begin. We must act as one.
Behold, Allied forces are marching to our aid. This will be enough to break the siege. Stand strong. Our victory is imminent. All my might.
The enemy officer.
The strength of Yuan Shao's forces lies in their inexhaustible numbers. They seem to be pouring out from the fort in an endless stream. We should first focus our efforts
the enemy
on taking
officer
the fort.
Has been defeated.
That will force them to change their strategy.
Now advance!
I owe Lord Cao Cao a great debt of gratitude. This battle is my chance to repay it with my blade. Emperor Wan Yu! Fight me! You think you are skilled enough?
Worthy the enemy officer.
Now the real battle begins.
Prepare to attack! We'll wipe out a lot of them! Let's go!
Here we go! All my might! Time to act. All my might! All my might! Time to act. All my might! Time to act.
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Over you here!
An incredible feat. You shine like a beacon for the other.
Looking rough.
See it.
Victory is sweet. Time for a good old fight. Get ready.
I guess this place belongs to me now.
Taking the fort at Yanjin? We cannot let them drop our reinforcements. We must reclaim it.
All my might.
The enemy officer has been
How did my
defeated.
perfect plan fail? Time to act.
You've done very well. It's good to know I can count on you.
Let's start the advance.
War adversary indeed.
Let's start the advance.
This is too good to be true. The enemy's massive force is beginning to crumble all on its own.
We are providing aid in this battle in accordance with our pledge to the people of the North. However, seeing as Cao Cao is loyal to the Han court, We have no objections to taking his life.
That's one more stepping stone on my path to true might!
You see it all.
I see it!
Cao Cao, you are a snake, guarding the corrupt throne to satisfy your endless avarice. Chaos has
The enemy officer
and the tears of the weak pool at the feet of the Emperor. That is why you must be eliminated. To bring peace.
I do not know who you are or from where you hail. You seem to be driven by a strong conviction.
Invested. How can this be? See it. Chen Yang has been defeated. This cannot be. I can't believe we managed to drive back such a large force. We may be outnumbered, but this battle is far from hopeless.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Send in Wenchou. Attack Yanjin and bring me Cao Cao's head.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go.
Our next target will likely be the enemy forces at Yanjin. This time, we can send some of our soldiers to the front. We can cross the river to the north and attack the enemy from behind. We must also be prepared to scale the cliffs on the way.
I've been waiting for this. Let's go. Opening. The enemy officer has been defeated.
That's not possible.
I shall put an end to you with my intellect! Let's go! Take this! Such attack! Defeated an enemy officer! Let's go!
Normally, one seeks to overcome their opponent on the battlefield through superior resources. You, on the other hand, depend on your wits and courage. You may be my enemy, but I do admire your will to fight. You might even color me intrigued by it.
Manage the situation poorly.
In the name of my lord! I am ready.
forces at Yanjin have greatly diminished.
Every victory
We will
serves
finish
to
them
make me
off
that
in
much
one final
stronger.
assault.
No virtue in dying for so little. I shall retreat and fight another day. All my might.
I claim another victory in the name of my brother. Got you.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
There must be something I can do.
With all my might.
With all my might.
Damn, an ambush here? Of all places? We must recover morale.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Damn it all. Why did it have to end like this?
What? Wenchou has fallen? This is not possible. What on earth happened? I could foresee losing either Yanliang or Wenchou, but for both to have been slain, you fought well this time, Cao Cao. But this brings you no closer to matching our might. In the end, there can only be one victor, and that will be me!
Winning the first battle bodes very well for our side, but overcoming their greater numbers will prove to be difficult. This is not where we will strike the final blow. We will pull our forces back for now.
We'll give you our support!
This was a great victory, and it is owed to your wisdom and strength.
We are humbled, but it is not yet over, my lord.
Aye. We've swatted away some of their troops, but the flow of the battle has not yet shifted.
It looks like Yuan Shao is continuing his march south. They will overrun us if we do not intercept them.
To defeat a large army, we must first take advantage of the terrain. We will draw back the front line to Guandu. There, we shall make our stand against Yuan Shao.
Zuluan, it's been too long. So it really was you. I never would have expected this. But why didn't you tell me where you were? What are you saying, Zuluan? Don't tell me you've forgotten who I am. You won't answer? Or maybe you can't. Then it's true. You really have forgotten everything. Well, I suppose I should have known. If you had your memories, you wouldn't have allied yourself with Cao Cao, the usurper of the Han. You have forgotten your mission, your ideals, and the promises you made. And now you're floating aimlessly through life. Yet even so, you are unable to escape your fate as a guardian of peace. You submit to a higher power and act as a weapon for them, just as you did as a guardian of peace once before. Though this seems even more pitiful, Juha, what did she say to you in the end? Did she tell you to forget everything and live on, or to pursue true peace? If you can't remember, then let me remind you. Juha is dead. You were there when it happened. And now you're living a carefree life, free from any memory of her death. Perhaps that is the greatest insult of all. Remember, Zuluan!
Are you crying? Go, Zuluan. Down your own path. Are you crying? I'm fine. Go, Zuluan. Down your own path.
I thought you had both died. I never imagined. I thought I was alone. Maybe I was being foolish, desperately clinging to a past that will never return. I have some advice for you, Zuluan. If you insist on following the Han and ally with Cao Cao, then I will not hesitate to stand against you once more. You must remember who the Han are to us. Well, the point may be moot if Cao Cao is crushed by Yuan Shao in the next battle. I look forward to seeing him struggle.